Shalom Kazian Mugubi and Eva Romina Jonas Pshenatitun al Assyrians for Education. Udib Khazakli Khurzit Arbed. How do you know you're an Assyrian? Mika Budayit, ya Budayivat, Aturayit, ya Aturetit. Adi Azak Muidale a program Khazakli.
بنومتي مخبة قم حكمة دانا ميغرت رامينا جوناس قريلقاتي وطلب لمني خابونايا قرقزان خابو قارة اتفالا بقارو إيفا ميكا بدايت إيفات آتوريتا. How do you know you're Assyrian? از کجا میدونی آسوری هستی؟ قامت أنا خجا أجب لي بدها بقارة سبقدي إلى خامندي راب بشيطة خبقارة رابا بشيطة أنا قلبي بداين قد إن آتوريتا إنا برخامت خشوري تخمون بوديو وغزيلي أبقارة إلى الرابا عموقة وكلن سنقت لقد بقرخلة من جانن بقرخلة من خوراواتن بقرخلة من شبابن من يالن من بنباتوتن ميكا بدايخ أخنن إيوخ آتوراية أنا بخشفتي آتورايوتا كليتلا الدورة الشند برناشا إيكابريلة داخي خيلة بموت من يعني إتل بوساموتا قطوسا آتورايوتا قخا شورة أسراشنة إلى خمدي رابا بريشا من آتورايوتا قخا خمتت إسري خمشاشنة ينزخا جورت إشتي خمشاشنة إلى آتورايوتا بجشمن داخي برسوبان مبيونله سبب إت آتوراي عادية كوسي زردة عينة ميلة كل لتلون دقنا كومة كل لتلون عينة كومة إلى آتورايوتا بأذاه قد إتلوخ قطوسا عادية آتوراية تنقت خامن أذاه إلى أمريكاتا إلى آتوريتا وجور الديو بخت الديو لنا آتورايا بس أجبنقا أويالا قدو بيتو تجر بسلي ليلا آتورايا آتورايو تموديلا بشتلا كليتا الإيك بريت أخنا قد أطرى لتلان مودي وادن إلى آتورايا خامنا وريا لجروسيا وخينا جو أستراليا خامنا مغدية جو إيران خكمة جو سوريا خكمة جو كندا قامودي إيمان خا أمريكايا هاشل الليدا قطوصة جو أطرت أستراليا كامس شاقل citizenship أمريكا أبن جانو بريت أستراليا إلي وإتل citizenship أستراليا و بخالة لخلطة أستراليايا وهمزوم لمخ أستراليايا أخنا قد لخ بريا جو أطرت جانان أخنا مويبخ قخك مناشي آتورايوتا إلا صرتا بطخصة قطوصة خبنيسا شابب طبخ إن أنا أزتلون بايت آتورايا بس مودي أو بارسو قد رخقة بخايلة من كنشية آتورايا ولت خرزت قطوصة خبنيسا أزل إنا إتل خبة إتل خوراوات جو فيسبوك ما توي لهم زميات بود آتورايوتا نونتي مخبة آتورايوتا قبرسوب بريشة إتلا مناي بريشة بريشايت عادية قد بخايخ جو أطروات بكل بنيات الدنيا ومجد يصورا بزيادة لو بصارة داخل كمسخ آتورايوتا حاجخلا ومودي سبب بايلة قد أختن جانوخن آتوراي يبقيتون لا أنا من دي كمت مثلا تخران من سروتي يعني آتوريتا ديتون جو خابتوتا آتوريتا بشتن بريتا والتشقيت آتوراي قاتي هم زمنا حقيت آتوراي قاتي هقينا خرز آتوراي قاتي لبلنا وخامن دي زمت خران الدانا جو خابتوتا بغزاية أواه يال بخا شوية جروسنا بخا أرخا هنا برونا وايل آتورايا رابا قشيا براتا برخشل ورخت جانو ينزهر هادخ اتم بناتي قد إنا مجد رابا آتوراي رابا إنا involved يو community إنا خنواتي خطفاتي كازين ديه لتفن رابا بسامة بدامن دي قدي كم سن أمن دي تنين قد إيمان أنا إيفان يكنشت آتوراي أنا إيفان يبيتي أنا إيفان يبيتي هيش خامن دي خينة برزو دا بسامة قاتي ليفل إيمانت إيفان أم خوراواتي خاورياتي آتوراي ريشايد لخا يو ستيت أريزونا رابا سبايك نشيا إتلان أنا بني أمتي آتوراي لخا مجد خشفنو بني بيتي إتلي رابا خبقاتي إتلي إقارة ما خبن هم زمن ليشان تجاني ما خبن شميان زمريات تجانن ما خبن ظلمة بوشال جلالة لهادخ دخوة رابك ما خبنا إنا من كل بوش أنا نقيتها بنومتي مخبم إلا مت رخشة إتلق قلبوخ إمانت إيفد أم آتوراي خينا ليلة أنا نقيتها أباهوخ ماي آبي ليلة أنا نقيتها كما سباي ليشانا يطت ليلة أنا نقيتها كما أزت ينلازت أن كل بجمعنا ألوي دالة أن كل باينا موي دالة أنا قاية ميقرتا رمينا أنا إيفان آتوريتا سبب خبي لبي إلى آتورايا من قام أوين أستراليتا ين إيرانيتا ين أمريكيتا إن آتوريتا وهم ماشي بتبيشن آتوريتا والرخشة قد علاها متو لجلبي بعدي لآتوريتا إتلي هيفي ميقرتا رمينا جونس بقارة خاين سباي جوبتو باقرة رابا سباي جوابيلة رابا سباي بقارة وإتلي هيفي ناشخين زي أبو قارة خشبابيلة باسم ترابا عزيزتا
Shalom Aleichem. First of all, I would like to thank Athra TV for the opportunity to allow me to speak about history, about Assyrian genocide, and the Sefer Center activities. History is important because it is knowledge and study of past events. Furthermore, history is the story of who we are and where we came from. And it can potentially reveal where we are headed. History gives us a very clear picture of how the various aspects of society work, such as respect for human rights. It also allows us to observe and understand how people and societies behave. There is a sign on the door of the institute where I work at the University of Texas. It says, "Teaching the past, changing the future." It is essential to keep in mind the past shapes our future. Most scholars agree that genocide is a process, not a singular event. Between 1843 and 1846, more than 40,000 Assyrians were murdered under the rule of Bedir Khan Bak in Hakkari. Approximately 250,000 were killed during the genocide of 1915 in the Ottoman Empire. In 1933, thousands were killed in the Simele massacre in Iraq. In 2014, thousands were killed at the hands of ISIS in Syria and Iraq. We should study histories, wars, tragedies to foster empathy, appreciate diversity, and fight injustice. This aligns with our desire that future generations may learn from the past atrocities and live peacefully. We believe teaching the past can change the future. In this connection, we will speak about the Assyrians Armenians, and we will speak about the Holocaust and other crimes against humanity. The Assyrian Genocide and Research SAFO Center is an international center devoted to the research and documentation of contemporary issues related of the history, politics, society, and culture of Assyrians around the world. Research is conducted to document past and current events and to analyze their impact on individuals and institutions in Assyria and in diaspora. The SAFO Center is a non-profit organization and has no political or religious affiliations. The last 2 years, as the founder and the director of the SAFO Center, I visited more than 15 countries in Europe and somewhere else, and gave more than 25 presentations in order to raise awareness about our past and our genocide. Besides this, we do more activities in Europe, also at the United States. One of our activities that I would like to share it with you is the Assyrian Genocide Oral History Project. In order to fill this resource gap to some extent, the Armenian Genocide Research Program with the Promise Armenian Institute at UCLA and the SAFO Center spearheaded a project called the Assyrian Genocide Oral History Project. The goal of this project is to incorporate the gather research into the collections of foundations working on the subject and make it accessible to the public. Also, although there have been studies conducted on the experience of the Assyrians, there is no systematic archive that can be used to study the Assyrian genocide. This project aimed to archive the events that took place during and after the genocide of 1915, as well as the experience of the Assyrian survivors through oral interviews and to pass them on to future generations. The Assyrian Genocide Oral History Project aims to digitalize the rare interviews of Assyrian genocide, witnesses and eyewitnesses recorded within the last 30 years, translate them into various languages, including English, and transcribe and index them to provide ease of research. The ultimate goal is to create the first digital Assyrian genocide archive. This digital archive will not only help us understand the painful past of the Assyrian people, but it will also remind us of the devastating consequences of the massacres and contribute to historical memory of humanity.
Hello, my name is Ramina Jaju Frindrich. I am the president of SAFO Center Arizona chapter. Thank you so much for joining me. I would like to take a few moments to give you a rundown on all of our accomplishments in 2024. As you know, it's been a fantastic year for us here in Arizona. Many of you know that SAFO Center, also known as Assyrian Genocide Research Center, focuses on advocacy and educating people on Assyrian genocide. We also serve our community along with other organizations in a collaborative fashion. 2024 was a phenomenal year in achieving our goals and our mission and vision. And we will go through all the steps and everything that we accomplished this year. We started 2024 by curating an exhibit called From Karajalu to Santa Clara. This exhibit came from other states, and it was put together by Dr. Eden Nabi Fry, and we were delighted to bring it to Fletcher Library at Arizona State University West Campus. It exhibited the life of Dr. Joseph's family and how they traveled and immigrated from Iran to California. This was very well received. It is a traveling exhibit, and we encourage you to see it whenever you can. Next, we participated in Genocide Awareness Week 2024. As you know, Genocide Awareness Week is the largest symposium on genocide and Holocaust in North America. And we've been participating in this program for almost 12 to 14 years. It's been a phenomenal success, and it is held at Arizona State University in collaboration with NAU and U of A. This year we had multiple presenters. To start off, we had several exhibits, which I'm going to go through with you. The first exhibit was a panel of educational material that was put together by the Assyrian Student Association here in Arizona. This exhibit was again set up at Arizona State University at Fletcher Library West Campus. The difference about it this year was that it was also enhanced by materials that were donated by community members, such as books, family photos, and other heirlooms. So it was much more enhanced, and it was really beautiful and well received. So that was our second exhibit this year. Also part of Genocide Awareness Week, we brought Esther Aliyah's Assyrian prayer bowls to Genocide Awareness Week at the Tempe campus at ASU. Esther is a very well-known and renowned artist, and her prayer bowl archives have been phenomenal. She exhibited her work, but also she sold some of her prayer bowls, which were beautiful. I myself bought one of them. I highly encourage you to check her out and check her work out. In addition to Esther's prayer bowl exhibit, she also encouraged and brought Professor Clarence Cruz, a renowned artist and professor from University of New Mexico, and she brought his work as well. He also joined us at Genocide Awareness Week. This was phenomenal because this was the first time that Professor Cruz had actually brought his work to Arizona State University. And we got to meet this wonderful presenter and professor from Native American background. However, Genocide Awareness Week is not just about artwork. It is also presentations by various professors, activists, and community members. This year, we had a panel presentation by several professors, which included Professor Sargon Donabed from Massachusetts, Professor Miriam Georges from British Columbia, and of course, Professor Clarence Cruz from University of New Mexico, along with artist Esther Aliyah. They presented at Arizona State University in Tempe campus. In addition to professors presenting, we also had a student panel that was put together by the professors at Shepherd's, which is the School of Historical, Philosophical, and Religious Studies at ASU. And out of 7 students that presented, 3 of them were Assyrian. They shared their memory and talked about a legacy of genocide. We were so proud of them. They are mostly members of Assyrian Student Association of Arizona. Finally, we also had a program as part of Genocide Awareness Week at University of Arizona in Tucson. This was the first panel of Assyrian presenters at U of A. The presenters were Esther Aliyah and Professor Miriam Georges. And this part of the program was put together by Dr. Nahran Bet Yonadam. Another tremendously successful project that we completed this year was creation of Assyrian genocide curriculum for high school students. This project was started by myself, Professor Aaron Hughes from CSU Stanislaus, and Professor Hannibal Travis from Florida International University about 3 years ago. It was a lot of work, but we were able to complete an entire curriculum suitable for students in grades 7 through 12. And we were thrilled and excited and ecstatic when we found out that Arizona Department of Education approved the curriculum, and now it is available to all high school educators to teach it in high schools as they see fit. This curriculum can be found at www.assyriangenocidstudies.org. The material is also available to the general public. We encourage you to check out the website, contact us, email us, give us recommendations, and ask us any questions that you have. Because creating a curriculum for high school students was not an easy feat, and Arizona became the first ever state to adopt such a curriculum, we were given the opportunity to present on a panel at the Assyrian National Convention in Orlando, Florida. This convention usually has several thousand attendees, and it is put together by Assyrian American National Federation. And I'm thrilled to share with you that this year's presidential award was given by Mr. Asher Bishamun, the president of the Federation, to SAFO Center Arizona chapter and to SAFO USA. Last but not least is the publication of first ever children's book appropriate for kids ages 5 to 10 on Assyrian genocide. The book is written by award-winning author Jacqueline Alkian, and it is called Bravery Beyond Borders, The Journey of Assyrian People. It is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and you can check Jacqueline's website on jacquelinealkian.com. You can order her other books from that website as well. This book has been a phenomenon. Thank you for your support. It became the #1 new release on Amazon 3 weeks in a row. We are so thrilled. Of course, I want to remind everybody that this is just a summary of work done by our Arizona chapter. SAFO USA has done a lot of work also, both in USA and in Europe. The summary of our work done in Europe overseas will be given to you and presented to you by Sabra Bengaro, the founder and director of SAFO Center, in a different video. So you may ask, what are the plans for 2025? Before I go on and talk about that, I want to thank all of you again for your support. We won't be able to do any of this work without your words of encouragement and financial support. Please remember to help us by donating on our website. Our website is safocenter.com. You can also support us by joining our subscriber list. You will receive emails from resolution@safocenter.az.com. You can also follow us on social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and Instagram. In 2025, we want to continue a book a year project. We are currently working on a second children's book, which should be released in early 2025. So keep an eye out for it. Additionally, we would like to offer quarterly educational webinars on Assyrian genocide curriculum. So watch out for updates on that and make sure to sign up for it. These webinars are particularly suitable for anyone who is an adult. Even teenagers can join and learn, but more so teachers, particularly high school teachers, can learn, and we will offer 3 hours of training so that they can meet their requirements as high school teachers. Also in 2025, we want to pursue our A Book a Year project. We would like to support any aspiring authors, especially those who would like to write about Assyrian genocide or their family history if it relates to Assyrian genocide. So be sure to contact us about that. We are also currently working on an impressive program for Genocide Awareness Week. I don't want to give it away, but please stay in touch with us and watch out for updates. It's going to be exciting and different and at multiple locations. We will continue our A Book a Year project for current authors and aspiring authors. We highly encourage all of you to give it a go and write your family stories down. This is what makes our history. It is important, and we're interested in hearing your stories, particularly stories that could help enhance our high school curriculum. We would like to hear those. And we would really enjoy it if you could let us know and let us help you publish your book and publish your stories. For those who are students and who are looking to do research or community work, we would highly encourage you to contact us. Many students reach out to us. They write their thesis based on what we recommend. We would like to support them. We have students in high schools that participate in our annual essay competition. Typically what that involves is reading a book. The story has to be something on Assyrian genocide, and then they have to write a report. This way they can enter the competition and hopefully win. Additionally, we have a program that involves giving a gift to those of us who are in undergrad or graduate school, particularly those who are studying history, genocide, focus on genocide, or political science. An annual award is given to those who apply, and one person is selected annually and the gift is given to them. The gift is typically $2,000. Finally, I want to thank every single one of you, all of our supporters and patrons. Without you, we can't do this. This is truly an organization that works on grassroots, runs on grassroots. Thank you to those of you who respond to our surveys. Those surveys are very important and they are impactful. Thank you for staying in touch with us. We are looking forward to another fantastic year in 2025. Have a fantastic and fabulous day.